And welcome back. As you can see, I'm in my room today. So I had to come back up here anyway when I was done with the video. So if you want to just do the video in the room, and we have new Pokemon that were dropped. Normally I would check Cerebi is one of my second or third things I do after I just get up in the morning when I get on the computer. But I just kind of was dragging my heels, and then I click on YouTube like, wait, there's a video based on what? And then I went over to Cerebi. I'm like, oh. We have shit today. Okay. So yeah, they dropped 5 new Pokemon. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they dropped 1, 2. They dropped 6 new Pokemon. Well, 4. I think. Let me see if I can just. Okay, no, they dropped technically 4 new Pokemon. 2 of them we already know, which I'm going to go over real quick. We have the English names for I can't even remember the Japanese name at this point, but for the bear, as I affectionately called him, Dirt Bear. Come on, focus in, focus out. Come on. Making sure I can get that focus. It's not focusing. 1 second. Yeah. There we go. That's a much better photo. And then there he is. There he is. All well and focused. So, yeah. Anyway, we got his English name. Are you ready for this, folks? It's Bewear. Bewear. Bewear the bear. And because it's funny, because they even said, people are afraid of this Pokemon because of how strong it is. And that's a dumb name. It's a dumb. I mean, at least the trailer shows us that it does in fact have a mouth. Unfortunately, that doesn't help much with its appearance. One of the new abilities it does have, though, is what the hell is that just happened here? Go back up there. All right, is Fluffy, which halves the damage taken from attacks that make direct contact, but in return also doubles the damage taken from fire-type moves. I get what it's trying to go off. So basically, any physical move that does damage to it is going to be halved, whereas any fire-type move, because it's fluffy, big tough of fur, it goes basically gets incinerated. So if you've got a fire-type on your team when you're fighting this guy, good luck trying to survive with your Bewear. And then we got the English name for our Ghost Fairy. Our Mimikyu is named Mimikyu. Now, it's all for interpretations, either Mimikyu or Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu sounds a little cuter. And one interesting note is where you see the person fighting this Pokemon in the game is in front of a cemetery, which, if you recall from the Alola map, which I'm not going to bring up or anything like that, is located on that second island. Technically, there's a small island that's more or less attached, but there's a whole town that's more or less attached to the island where the lighthouse is, and down a ways from the lighthouse is a cemetery. That's clearly where you can find Mimikyu, and then probably most other ghost types are in this game. So yeah, that's Mimikyu's, and his ability Disguise lets you basically take a move, and not get any damage once in a battle, and then the disguise falters, and you even show it, the little head just goes whomp. It's kind of cute. But moving on to the actual new Pokemon we got here, we got Wimpod. Now, Wimpod is based probably on a Trilobite / horseshoe crab, but okay, focus. There we go. Look at him. He's cute in how wimpy he is. And he's known as the Turn-Tail Pokemon. He's a bug water type with the ability Wimp Out, which when his HP drops below half, he either switches out or runs away. Which means this guy is going to be a pain in the ass to catch, unless he's a low enough level and you're using either Ultra or Master Pulse. This thing is going to be a pain. But it's interesting that this Pokemon is extremely cowardly, which will be interesting if you ever encounter one that does not have a cowardly nature. It basically, if there's a group of them, they'll scatter if they hear some movement, but if they see someone or a Pokemon standing still, they are curious enough to go investigate. But here's a weird thing, because I'm fairly certain, just based on this design, I mean, it's a bug water type. Based on the design, would you say that thing evolves? I think that thing evolves. At least once. based on its design, I don't know where it's. I mean, it does have purple in it, and it says it can release poisonous toxic fluid, which signals others that danger is near, despite because it's stinky. They're also extremely good cleaners. They're valued by collectors. They can apparently carry sometimes pearls and other valuable items, so it means you'll probably find them in the game holding maybe pearls or valuable items occasionally. And they're also targeted by Murkrows a lot of the time because of that, which also says Murkrow is in this island, in the Alola region. So that's another Pokemon you can confirm. But knowing a poison type move, again, it's purple. At least its sides are purple. I'm guessing that if it has an evolution, maybe it turns from a water type or a bug type to a poison type along the way. But I can't confirm or deny that. That's just speculation. I'll get to my actual number crunch in a little bit. But I got three other ones to go through. Next we have Bonsweet. Bonsweet, which is the fruit Pokemon. It is a 1 foot tall grass Pokemon, which I'm guessing it's not necessarily designed after a coconut. Now, if you want to talk about something that looks like a Pokemon, that looks like a Pokemon. This thing, I would almost be certain, has like a 3-stage evolution just from the design point. It evolves, that's a guarantee. Doesn't have any secondary typing. It's just a pure grass type. But it said it usually creates a sweet aroma around its body that's popular among people and Pokemon. People often let it in its home like an air freshener, but the smell is so nice that they Pokemon will sometimes swallow it whole. So when it's running away from Pokemon, it flees danger by skipping along the ground. Since its bouncing movements don't convey to others that it's actually desperate flight, no one ever comes to its aid. Desperate flight. I'm guessing this might turn into a flying type if it evolves. Because when you look at it, it does have a very Hoppiny vibe. I mean, I don't know if it'll be as useless as Hoppiny is. Jumpluff and Skiploom are less useless. But, I mean, if it does turn into a flying type, it is more or less the Hoppiny of this generation. Design-wise, I think I like this better than Hoppiny, though. It's a nice design, all things considered. Same with the Wimpod. It doesn't have any new moves, because it learns Flower Veil and Oblivious. Both are abilities that other Pokemon can already learn. Moving on, we have, and now this is an interesting one, Comfey. A Comfey. I'm pretty sure it's Comfey, which is a play on the words comfy and confetti, kind of, but pretty much, or actually, in a little bit of delay. It's a fairy type. There he is. He's the same height as Flabebe is, and he's not the lay Pokemon. He is the posy picker Pokemon. He basically Comfeys pick flowers, always carry them around, make a ring of blossoms, and spread oil from its body, which changes the flower's scent. They also can help with treatment of people, unless you're used in hospitals, meaning you'll probably see them floating around Pokemon centers on the island. When attacked by a Pokemon, it throws its flowers at them to create an opening, and then either flees or strikes back. So I'm actually wondering. It's interesting because of everything we're seeing so far in the game, they might show some interesting new mechanics and everything like that. Because this thing carries flowers with it, and it throws flowers at its opponent, is it when surprised? When attacked by another Pokemon. It has Leaf Guard and Triage. Triage is a new ability. 1 second. Triage makes restoration moves gain the highest priority in battle. So meaning your quick attack, your extreme speed, screw it, nope. Restoration moves like Recover or I'm guessing Giga Drain, Mega Drain, all those will have the edge in terms of priority. They will go first, so that's interesting. Now, whether this evolves or not, this thing definitely looks like it could be a 1-stage Pokemon. I think when I did the number crunch, I think I left it as a 1-stage Pokemon. But who knows, it could evolve. But again, that makes it the Flabebe of this region. Fairy and flower thing and all. But also, what I was saying is, what if when you're in battle, let's say it looks like this when you're in battle, but as you fight, as the Pokemon attacks it, it loses flowers. So the way to get the flowers back is to walk through grass or flower fields. And it's possible. And then we have our last new Pokemon for the day.
Can't come up here.
You have to excuse my dad. The dog is wanting to. My dog is wanting to be people's. Wanting to join the people's, which unfortunately because the cat and her don't get along, they can't do that. But we have, what is the name of this thing again? Mudsdale, kind of like a Clydesdale, but with mud. The A is a ground type. So now we're down to 2 types we haven't seen yet, dark and a ghost type. But Mudsdale, and this is the one. Bio I didn't actually read. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking up something real quick. So actually, let me just take a quick gander at this. I said gander. Quick read through of this. Mudsdale is known for its powerful body as well as its emotional fortitude, which keeps it from being agitated by anything. It never cries out, no matter what kind of trouble it's in, and it defeats its opponent with a single powerful blow. And there's a new move known as high horsepower. And that's, unfortunately, we don't have any description on that right now. One kick in a car is a pile of scrap. That's pretty powerful. Mudsdale running speed is not too swift, but it's excellent power and stamina. It can carry for 3 days and 3 nights despite dragging loads of over 10 tons. Jesus. It can carry it can carry over 10 tons. When Mudsdale gallops in earnest, the power of each hoof clop can dig out huge holes, even in asphalt. Mudsdale is forbidden to run in some of the public roads because it's going to ruin the road. And there, come on. Ooh. Yeah, what? Alright, 1 second. There we go. And there he is, Mudsdale, our ground horse Pokemon. Now that description, by the way, tells me 1 of 2 things. It tells me 2 things. 1, this thing's defense and power are going to be astronomical. By the way, of all the designs, I think I really dig his the most. It's kind of got a bit of a... Mudsdale's obviously played on mud in Clydesdale, but look at the hair. It's kind of got a... Ancient Warriors feel to it, but also that this thing's speed is going to be for shit. This thing's not going to be a fast Pokemon. But that being said, it's our ground type. We finally got a ground type. We might get another one because we're getting a lot of bug in water types. Because looking at this right now, I mean, what does our numbers say right now for our bug water? Besides, we got Popplio, we got Ruxish. We got Wimpod. Oh, I guess that's all the water type we got. I guess it feels a lot because we just have a limited number of Pokemon released so far. And then if you go to bug types, we have Charjabug, we got Vikavolt, we got Grubbin, plus we have Cutiefly, and we have Wimpod. We got more bug types at the moment. And fairy types, I think we're starting to get a lot of too. Comfey's a fairy type. We have Mimikyu. Cutiefly. We have... Oh, no, that's only 3. I guess because it's just a limited number of Pokemon we have revealed so far is why it feels like a lot. Plus, Magirna, if you want to count that as well. But one other thing to talk about real quick. They revealed some of the things. Like, you can now set up your own competitive battle competition through Global Link, which is really cool. And, they have their stipulations of how it works and everything like that. They also showed hyper training, which is like super training, but hyper, even more intense. But one of the things they showed in hyper training is a picture of Pikachu and its stats, and one of the things they showed for Pikachu, which I'm going to say is probably going to be something he learns in the Alola anime when they get to that, which, by the way, just for sheer shits and giggles, when we get the full release of Pokemon for this gen, I will probably do a video of what Pokemon will probably be on Ash's team, just because. But they showed a new attack called Wild Charge, and Wild Charge, I'm pretty sure I looked it up, is not a known move right now. I believe it's a new move. Similar to how high horsepower is a new move, which I'm going to also guess is probably a ground type move, because it seems like it's a move that's limited to him, or any horse type, so horse-esque Pokemon. So I guess Ponyta Rapidash could learn it, Zebstrike could probably learn it, Girafarig is kind of a horse, so he could probably learn it. But, we'll see about that. Now, in terms of the overall number crunch right now, this is not confirmed because I'm speculating on something like the Alola starters I know have an evolution. Rockruff I know has an evolution. Yungoos, Pick-a-Peck I know they have evolutions. I'm speculating that Komwala and Drapom have an evolution in the pre-evolution. Same with Bewear, which I'm pretty sure it does. And yeah, the ones I'm factoring in speculatory things. So right now, if my speculations are correct, we have roughly 44 new Pokemon that are currently going to be in the region. Not revealed, but currently going to be in the region. If we're going by what's just been revealed, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 that have been revealed. But yeah, obviously that's far from few between. If there was a region that just had 24 Pokemon, new Pokemon, that'd be terrible. No, it's from how it stands, from the way it looks. It looks like we have about 44 Pokemon right now in this gen, not including still we need an Ice and a Dark type to fill in the type void. So we still got at least 2 other Pokemon minimum. I know we got more than that probably coming. Because I wasn't expecting this reveal today. Because we were supposed to get something on Sunday, but I guess that was postponed, or maybe I just read it or something like that. So anyway, we got this today. This was cool. And of all the new ones we got today, I think my favorites right now, I actually don't hate any of these designs. I think these designs are actually pretty cool, at least better than the damn bear is. I haven't hated many of these designs. The only ones I've really not liked are Bewear and Bruxus. And Bruxus looks at least like a Pokemon to me. An ugly Pokemon, but it looks like a Pokemon to me. Bewear does not. Bewear does not look like a Pokemon. It looks like it belongs in some other crappy anime. And yeah, Pokemon can be crappy, but you know what I mean. Anyway. Yeah, of all the designs that came out, I like them all, but I think I like Mudsdale and Wimpod the best of the 4 new ones that we got. So, that's my thoughts on that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I'll be back today, assuming maybe something gets revealed, or, not for Pokemon, but trailers, movie news, whatever. I gotta watch Collider later today to see if there is anything worth talking about. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.